Hello everyone, Prinhamda. My name is Izzy and welcome back to the Ballet Cymru Tutorials. Today I'm going to be teaching you some exercises at the bar in pointe shoes. So before we start, make sure that you've checked our videos on how we prepare our pointe shoes and how we prepare our feet for pointe so you're ready to go. Also make sure that you're on a hard surface. Make sure you're not on any carpet because we don't want you to slip or twist your ankles. And as always, make sure that you've checked our disclaimer on our social media platforms and website. So do these exercises with two hands on the bar. I'm going to use just one and face you so that you can see what I'm doing more clearly. To begin with, we're going to start with 8 rises in parallel and 8 rises in first position. Thanks, Maestro. First position. So the exercise looked really simple, but it was super slow, which meant you could use all the backs of your legs and your calves especially. So now your legs should be really warm for the next few exercises. So for the first exercise, we're going to start in parallel and we're going to plie. 1, 2, rise, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Walk through the fifth, walk through the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll. 6, 7, slide into first. Repeat again. 1, 2, rise, 3, 4, 5, 6, rise, 7, 8, roll through the feet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you can hold this if you like. And lower. So this is quite a short exercise. It's just to get your feet moving. Make sure when you're in turnout that you think about the backs of your legs really rotating, and also make sure that your feet are tracking in the right way. Make sure they're not going out of alignment like that. Let's do this with the music. We're going to do it twice through to really feel the glutes. and again. Last time. Next, we're going to do some rises and releves. Still warming up your feet, so take it easy. So, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. And again, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, those 8. So with this exercise, again, make sure that you're really thinking about using your glutes, but also make sure that you differentiate between a rise and a releve. The difference is the releve is a sharper movement and the rise is a lot more fluid. The rise stays where it is and your feet go towards the toe. However, the releve retracts the toe a little bit and starts from a plie. So, with that in mind, let's do it with the music. After doing that, I really feel a burn on my inside thighs. So make sure if you didn't feel that, you either have super strong inside thighs or make sure that you're still really rotating your legs and pulling up from the inside out. So now we're progressing on from the releves in first and second. We'll start in fifth position and we're going to do some releves and retires. Okay, so 2 releves in fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 échappés, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll do 3 releves, not changing leg, but changing where you close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hold this one, 6, 7, 8. So as well as keeping all the corrections I said before, make sure that you really lift out of the pointe shoes rather than jumping on them. You've got to really scoop up and really pull out of the legs. In retire, rather than going away from the knee to do a retire, make sure that you go straight up to retire. So I'm going to put one hand on the bar. I'd like you to try this too, but if you feel unstable and the bar that you're using isn't great, make sure you hold on with 2 hands. So I'm going to do this 2 speeds, right and left, once slow, then quick. Now we're going to do the second side. Now we're going to do it quite a bit faster. So with this exercise, it travels a little bit more. So I'll teach it facing forwards and then I'll turn to the bar with the music because I don't want to fall over. So we're going to start in fifth position with 2 relevés, and on the second one, lower into coup de pied. So 1, 2, 3, lower 4. Pas de bourrée, 5, 6. Pas de bourrée again, 7, 8. Lower into coup de pied. Now 2 coupé fouettes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to kick the wall. And Karoo towards the bar again. I'll be towards the bar. And a chape to change legs. Once we've done that, we'll repeat again, and I'll be facing the bar so it should be a lot clearer. So make sure when we do this, we're not gripping onto the bar because that means our weight's too far forwards. Make sure you have a nice straight back. Also, when you're in this position, face you, make sure that both your legs are turned out and both of your knees are facing outwards. We don't want this and we don't want that. Make sure it's nice and square. Okay? Also, when we're in relevé fifth, make sure that the legs are super squeezed. Try not to leave any gaps because it won't look as nice. So make sure they're nice and squeezed. Okay, let's try with the music. Now we've finished the exercise, I'm going to take you through a few of the movements slowly just to explain what I'm thinking about when doing these movements. So firstly, we're starting with a relevé in fifth. When you plie before the relevé, really think about the outside of your legs rotating round and pulling up through the inside of the legs. Then, when you do the relevé, really think about crossing the front leg, so you should really just be able to see the front foot. Then, on the way down, thinking about the same things, lowering down and squeezing again through the glutes and the backs of the legs. Next, I'm doing a pas de bourrée piqué. Starting off with a coup de pied en fondue, really thinking about the turnout of both legs, not just the supporting leg. Then really quickly pulling into the coup de pied, reaching out to second position on point, coming back to another coup de pied really turned out, and lowering again through the fifth position back to coup de pied en fondue. Whilst this might be quite an easy movement on flat, it's a lot harder on point because you've got to really think about not only your legs and feet, but the weight placement whilst you're on point in this movement. Lastly, we're doing a coupé fouetté. This is a whipping action and a lowering through the point shoe. Doing the rises at the beginning of the class would really help with this movement, as going through the point shoe is something that needs a lot of control. This is a challenge on point, as we have the quick fouetté action of the working leg and the control lowering into coup de pied of the supporting leg. Again, doing rises at the beginning of class would really help with the control going through the point shoe, as I find this is a really hard thing to achieve. So I hope that you enjoyed watching and taking part as much as I did. We really enjoyed watching your photos and videos that you send in, so keep them coming. And thank you so much, and hope to see you soon.